Content disclaimers. Views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
Okay. What's up? How you doing?
I'm well. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you well. Can you hear me well?
You went a little low.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm a little low. Oh, that was just
That's
the music.
Low.
That was the music background. I think that's throwing that off. So
okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
All righty. How you feeling out in those spaces?
Feeling good. We're feeling good.
Okay, get that around.
Oh my goodness. So yesterday, with all of the planetary alignment, there was like a huge solar flare that came into the planet, the other planetary bodies. And I decided that I was going to leave my house wearing my moldavite, my pink quartz, my black tourmaline, and my shungite. All together, they're all wrapped in copper. My energy, I was on like pins. I was so unstable. Anything would set me off. It was so interesting. And as soon a friend of mine was like, take off, and see. So I took off the stack and I felt so much better. So reminder, family, sometimes the energy that we're feeling or alteration in our mood, it could be the crystals or, gems or whatever that are around you in your environment that is altering your equilibrium.
That's interesting to know. And family, do remember that Kerry-Ann is also broadcasting on her YouTube channel also. So make sure you support the YouTube channel, Kerry-Ann Ingram. And she also has PayPal. She's a Canadian, so PayPal works out there in Canada. That's right. But here for the quick advice that we have to offer, the only amount we are accepting is $555. She wanted $444. I don't know because I don't think I could fit it all in the way I wanted to. 555-666-777-888-999 and up. And you can pay, of course, circulate your funds through King Simon, paypal.me/King Simon, and of course, Cash App. $ King Simon 3158, and of course I'll split it with my sister. She will drop the tarot spread. I think she's only going to drop like one card per
oracle. Remember?
Yes, the oracle. She's doing one, and I'm just going to do quick numerology drop down this time. Y'all was with me this morning as I was taking in calls. People was calling me from England and Phoenix, Arizona this morning. So big up to all those people that participated. But today because we don't have a guest, we're going to be the guest that you want to hear from, and you could also call in also. You could call in after you circulated your funds, of course. You can call in or you could call in and, if you have any statements you want to make, that's cool. But, we are here to help. And, Kerry, why do you do tarot? Why is it that you do tarot? Please.
Why do I work with?
Why will you work with tarot,
oracle,
and all that? Why do you do that?
These babies that I just showed you, the dowsing.
Woo! I love that dowsing thing. They're my friends now.
I work with these tools to help the person my client or, the people in front of me really connect with the message, because sometimes people need a tool to make sense of what is coming through the practitioner or the advisor, you know? So they're an aid. I can channel the message on my own, but it's fun to, as you just witnessed, use the tools and see the results instantaneously based on your own energy. So
That's right. That's right. That's right. And that's good. It's just like, because and personally, I believe both of us want to help people as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? That's really the gist of doing any of these things, any of these modalities. Is all about helping people to understand that you are accountable for what you do in this realm.
yeah.
It's accountability that a lot of this stuff pulls out, not you. And no disrespect to anybody that's under any religious or spiritual system, but you got to bear witness that you are accountable. No one becomes fall under anything unless they allow themselves to be in those systems, because most of us was born without even knowing what this is. And then we was taught and then explained, and then we had to learn, then we had to get initiated and all that kind of stuff. We had to take shahada, we had to get baptized, all of that stuff, because we want to save this energetic thing called a soul. But in actuality, we are our own saviors. We are our own accountability leaders, and everyone that every entity that you ever heard about just represents the higher form of us and what we're here to strive to become. Whether you call it Jesus, Muhammad, Oshun, Ogun, Alegbad, Asar, Aset, whatever, Heru, you have to realize that those energies are a part of you if you're willing to step it up and take it to the next level with your own life. And that's what we're all about, to help you step it up and take it to the next level as much as you want to. If you don't want to, hey, I understand. Look, hey, I tell people, look, I used to do, on the streets of New York, I used to do, a case study. And I used to give homeless people dollars or 50 cents. But before I gave them, I said, just tell me your birthday and you got this money. And they gave me their birthday, so I wanted to be able to analyze. And some of them I sat down and talked with to find out why. And I found people born under Obama's birthday, Paul Mooney, both of them share the same birthday, people born under, different birthdays. And I'm like, wow, what made a celebrity that's standing up and doing what they had to do, or a lawyer or whatever, doing what they have to do, this person that's homeless, that's on the street begging, and then I could see the negative of the numbers and the positive, or the complacency of the numbers. So that's when when you're serious about this work, you start doing studies. You start doing case studies when you're serious. If you're not serious about it, because I would do it in Canada, I would do it anywhere if I had to. Wherever there's homelessness or people that look like they're acting out and acting crazy, or doing whatever thing. And it's not always about them acting crazy, but the trauma that they've allowed to take over them after what they've been raised with. You find out one sister was born August 4th, 1961, same day as Barack Obama and Paul Mooney. And she said, when I'm sitting down with her right across the street from Vanderveer Projects in Brooklyn, New York, I'm not across the street, right in front of it, one of those, right on a car, near a car, and we're talking. And she said, I've been mentally hurt. I've been physically hurt. I've been physically abused. I'm like, wow, look at this. First thing she said was her mental. And that's before my book. I didn't even write my book yet. I haven't even written that book yet on mental health. And she was one of the case studies that I remember and I recall. Wow. And I said, wow, this is interesting. So when you take the time out and really want to do the research and really study, and really are serious about helping people, you're giving, but you're also receiving information that can help you move along and help you be better at your craft. Be better at your craft. That's all. I ask people, be better at your craft. If that's your craft. Go ahead, right? What you said?
Like, you can't make the okay. So I'm sorry, y'all. So we also want to touch on something that is circulating in the media, and I was just doing some last minute looking up, because King Simon asked me the dates of when these were announced. You wouldn't believe what dates they were. Remember, I just told you. What did I just tell you about the number that has been following me?
Right. You said 555.
Right. So the Fiji water recall was announced on May 23rd. 5-5. And then the Yogi tea was announced on March 12th, 3-3.
Right, 3-3. That's right.
Yeah. So these numbers and how they play out, and the whole 9 sequence. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's good. If it was announced on that day, more than likely, it's something that finally came out, but it was already.
Yeah. But the day, just the numbers.
The
significance of the numbers. It's really interesting.
Yeah, because actually, if you deal with the 5, you said 5/23 was one of the days. 5/23, and it was announced 5/23.
Yeah, that's water.
That's the water, right?
We're in Gemini. Gemini's air, but it deals with the lungs.
Right. But you see, what's so interesting, not even the Gemini, you're looking at the sign, but it adds up to a number, that whole day adds up to a number 9, which is also a challenge to water. And 9 is one of the old energies that here to either remove things or exacerbate something to another level. That's what the 9 energy is. So that's what it's now it's a removal of something that had to happen, but it also let us know what we need to do as human beings, because 9 is a humanitarian number. So it's letting us what we have to do as a human being in this whole So everything has its numbers, connection, and frequency. And you said the other one was, when did they announce the other one?
On the 12th of March.
On the 12th of March. You said the 12th of March? Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
And again, these are all liquids, right? That have to do with lung. This is the immune enhancing or immune support tea by the brand Yogi.
And that, by the brand Yogi. Yeah, I usually quote a lot of stuff from Yogi, so I love the Yogi itself. And interesting enough, that particular day adds up to a 5, which is also connected to air, but it's also connected to crisis management. Crisis, danger, a disaster also could be connected to too. But something reckless could have happened. It's something reckless that's also 5 connected to. Scandals is 5 connections also. So
what's really interesting that you're saying that. So in looking into the creator of this brand, it was Yogi Brana, and he was one of the many who brought yoga to North America. And he was a Sikh, and how he brought like Tantra. So he mixed that in as well. And there was a bunch of scandal in 2024 and about his sexual misconducts as well. So how that tie into the scandal of his inceptive company, the company he created. He's no longer with us. He passed in mid-2000s, I think it was. But very interesting.
Oh, wow. Okay. And he's born August 26th, actually. He's born the same day as Mother Teresa.
Interesting.
And his alignment number is a 7, so that's a secrets. He kept a lot of secrets. Looking at his numbers. And okay, interesting. And he, because he has another name here too, Harbhajan Singh Khalsa. That's his name, Yogi Brana. Yeah, that's his name, Yogi Brana. Okay, so he has a interesting thing. If I started going into his
right.
Okay. Very interesting. And then, and if I go down the Vedic perspective, where they remove the 19 and you only use the 29, which is a number of deception also, and also either deception or deceiving others. So you always pay attention to that. And I wouldn't doubt the sexual stuff because of the 2 and the 6 energy and the 7 energy.
Right.
Secrecy, things coming to haunt or heal. 2 and 6 are relationship numbers also. So on those numbers too, but when you're born under that 26, that's a relationship. I mean, you're born under 26 also. So yeah, that's a relationship numbers that has to find balance. And if they're not bringing balance, then they can bring imbalance to their life instead of balance, because there's always duality. So, it's up to, sometimes power, what they say about power, the old saying,
power
corrupt, right? Yeah. So when people think they have a certain, because the person that was born that ran the organization called Nuwapian is also born on the 26th also.
Okay.
I knew him personally, but back in my day when I was there, I never heard of such things as far as with children and all that. I knew women would throw themselves at them, but I didn't know about any children until after, like in the 90s, it started coming out, 90s and going into the 2000s. So that's a whole lot of.
But you know what's really interesting? So the deeper I dove down this rabbit hole, he was opposing some of he worked in the United Nations, but then he started to oppose some things. So I'm just like, like
it could be just want to bring them down.
Right.
Given
those numbers and what you just explained as well.
Yeah, they could want to bring them down. I wouldn't doubt that. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't. It's not anything that could not happen because when you have a certain amount of influence, that's what happens. People. I personally rather become. I don't want. I tell people, and I follow this because somebody named Star from Star Report always says he doesn't want to be a relevant. He wants to be a factor, and that's what I want to be, a factor in life. Where throughout ages, what you presented is something that could be something that's beneficial on a higher level. Relevance is just for the moment, but a factor is for a lifetime. For a legacy. So and that's what I would strive that even my legacy would be, in even bringing forth the information that I do today. And I'm still learning every day.
For me, I feel that I want to be impactful. I want to leave a really solid impact in the lives of everyone I touch, including the person begging on the street that I yelled at yesterday, because every time this man sees me, he begs me, and I'm just like, oh my God, stop. And I had to double back and be like, I'm just having an energetically heavy day. I really apologize. It's not you, it's me. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. But yeah, just, to be a good beam of light in everyone that I interact with. So, yeah.
I mean, there was something that I found on that was shared with me by Dr. Shakira Moore. She shared a post.
Okay.
And it said, I'm going to read it real quick if I can find it. Oh, yeah, I shared it on my WhatsApp. It says, everyone in our life is a part of our unique soul contract. Every single person, each relationship, and every interaction has been previously designed by the divine to develop our souls here on earth. In fact, our own soul did most of the orchestrating in the astral before you incarnated here. Believe it or not, there isn't a soul in this dimension that you've met by chance. There are also no accidents in this dimension, just experiences and consequences. And even that And even that depends on your vantage point. In this dimension, a problem is simply a perspective. Your reality is your classroom, and the people that come in and out of your life are your teachers, especially the person that angers you, especially the person that opens your heart, especially the person that challenges you. Each person in our reality has a special medicine for us, but not everyone we meet has a medicine we can ingest. Discernment is one of life's paramount, sorry. Discernment is one of life's paramount lessons. We learn this skill through various life experience. Each experience our soul undergoes, transcends, and evolves us on our soul's journey, whether it be through love, pain, partnership, friendship, heartache, joy, or celebration. It is all teaching us. And that came from Astro B. And I guess it was shared by a Hood Healer or something like that. But yeah, Dr. Shakira Moore shared that with me today. And I felt it in my soul when I read that. Felt it in my soul, because it also brought tears to my eyes, because I realized that those things are real. I shared it with my family in my text, the group text. I shared it in my family, what this is.
Yeah.
And why we got to pay attention to the people that we run into, that we connect with. Even that person, next time you talk to that homeless person, find out what he used to be. What was he in another life? Because he was something else. No child came out saying, I'm going to be homeless. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to beg for the rest of my life. No child. I met doctors on the street that was homeless. Former doctors that got thrown out. So that story probably a story that will be very interesting to find out when you start doing those case studies. In the streets of Toronto. That should be very interesting. Somebody said that's powerful. Yeah, it is powerful, because a lot of us are not. We don't realize that we are all interconnected in some way. And even the person you might pass on the street and just make a glance with, one day in one lifetime, you might even make a pass and a glance at them again.
Well, they are us and we are them.
That's what they say. Yes. That's what they say.
And even, when I go for walks in the forest, my little mini forest, I don't see myself as separate from the grass, separate from the water, separate from the trees, separate from the bird. I see myself as an iteration experiencing this life in this form, but I am sharing the same energetic flow, and I am the same. They are me and I am them. And it's such an elevated perspective when you no longer want to hurt anything, even a bug. Like, I will not step on a bug. I will not. If there are spiders or whatever little buggies in my home, I will capture them and take them outside and release them gently and then talk to them. If I see a little, baby bird that has fallen out of the nest, and chances are they can't be saved, I'm trying. I'm like raking it. I'm like, come on, little one, come on. I call the what is it? The animal service. I call them to come pick these things up. They always appease me.
Wow.
Because I don't see myself as separate, so I always want to help in any way I can.
That's beautiful. And that's what that's what we came here in some form or fashion to do. Some came to do crazy stuff in this realm, and this is the learning center. This is the learning earth, and don't realize that even the quote unquote killer, they don't realize that every time they take a life, that it becomes a part of them, because it's taking another energy. They don't realize.
It's also what they signed up to do.
Yeah, and it spooks them out too as they're getting older and as they transition. That's interesting. I remember a police officer, and he ended up becoming a paraplegic. No, he ended up becoming paralyzed, and he was just in a big ass chair with his neck down. But all the little ruthless little stuff he used to do, I knew that because I remember being at a hookie party, and this same police officer tried to come up on me and say, because he lived across the street from me.
Yeah.
And he whispered in my ears, he said, "Where's the drug in here?" I said, "I don't know of any drugs in here. We was just having a hooky party."
Yeah.
That's it. And I got there because you talking to me and you see my friends there, you try to set me up. You know, I know what he's doing.
Yeah. You're the snitch.
And then when I seen him end up like that, I was like, look at this. Look at this white guy that lived across the street. Red as red. You would call him a redneck. Red as can be. And with a red beard and red mustache and blue eyes and everything.
He was a ginger.
He ended up, say again?
He was a ginger.
Yeah.
That's what they call him.
A ginger.
That red? Yeah.
Yeah. And he ended up in a big ass wheelchair, bigger than my gaming chair here. And I don't play games, family. I don't do games. But I got this gaming chair. It's comfortable. But he ended up what he ended up with. I forgot his name too. I forgot his name, but he's a police officer.
And that is very interesting because his body is paralyzed. He can't move. He can't do anything. You can't reach for something to numb yourself. You can't, you just have to sit with your mind, and that part of your head is left untouched. So all you can do is think. Very interesting.
Yep. And he thought he had to think about it. To the point they moved him out of the black neighborhood. His family moved him right out across the street from my mother and them back in the day over in East Flatbush. And now he's wherever they took him up to, wherever he had to pass on, that was it. That's what he had to do. Somebody said purgatory. Yeah, it's like purgatory. Right. Lance said purgatory. Yes, it is like purgatory.
Yes, for real. And that's the thing. So many of these religions teach about a place thereafter. You need to be afraid of this place, or you need to strive to go to this place, when in fact, hell and heaven is here. We're creating it minute by minute, thought by thought, action by action. So what is it that we want to feel? How do we want to show up? How do we want to interact in this game, this simulation, whatever your understanding is of it? How do you want to play your role? Because it's a game. And the people that we look at and we're like, oh, how could they? Like, how could they, grow or harvest or grow these tea herbs, these herbs for these teas in contaminated soil, when on their website they talk about sustainability, they talk about like all these buzzwords that are the right jargon to use to get the right sort of corporate enhanced or endorsements and things of that nature. And we get upset and we get hurt, and we sometimes internalize it. And I have been that person where I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. I used to believe in them. How could they do this? And I feel that when we get into this stance, we're forgetting that this is a game, and they are just playing the game in their own unique way. And we are the pawns in their game piece, in their game board. And we're not understanding that we have to take our power back. Right. We all have the same resources here. Mm-hmm. It may not seem like that because we're so focused on what others have done to us, in our personal lives and in the grand scheme of things.
So you see what this guy said. Lance said, yes, why can't we be an avatar of God here on earth? Hold on. I gotta think before you clap. Whether you're doing good or evil, you're an avatar of God if God created that. So don't play with it. It's because God is all of us. It says, ye are God's children of the Most High. So when David sent the man to go get himself get the general killed so he could take his wife, wasn't that was a man of God doing some evil stuff? Let's not play games with it. So evil and good are just two different sides of the coin that was created.
100%.
Which side you choose to do, what positive and negative is another energy. When it comes into manifestation as a human, and that's when it becomes bad and good and bad. But positive energy and negative, because they'll say feminine energy is negative and male energy is positive. Does that mean bad or good, or that just means an energy that still brings yin and yang and complementary to each other? So we gotta check out what we're saying in this realm.
Mm-hmm.
What we're saying. So
and then with whole, this is why like I really promote astrology. Everybody learn astrology, because it tells us the up and down flow of the energies. Everything dies, but it's not a death of forever. It needs to go into the underworld to rest, and then it's reborn again. Me and you, plants, the sun, the moon, everything goes through this death rebirth stage, this infinite loop. And that is the beauty of this God code. And even if, so let's go to this idea that we're under this dome, we're under this matrix encampment where we are stuck here. And there's a few ways to leave, but many of us don't know it because our minds are captivated by the controllers. But we all have the spark of the creator, the most high within us, the teensy little spark that allows to be animated, just like Pinocchio was made, and just
right.
And he became a real boy with the magic, right? That's us. So even if I make a doll or a creation and it is with my hands, it is still an representation of God, because I needed to embed the spark of God to make it work, to make it come to life. And I think that's the part a lot of us forget when we are focusing on, stuff that seems so off and wrong and outside of ourselves, where we feel that we don't have the power.
But we got the power. We got the power. We just it's getting kind of hectic. But we got the power.
It's getting
kind of hectic. But it's what it is. But if you do want, family, if you do want some brief advice from us, these are the circulation donation that we're asking to hit up the Cash App or the PayPal. And of course, it's in the description. It's in the link also. It's in the chat. It's in the chat also. Do not send any super chats. Just go straight to, you can click on the PayPal or you can click on the Cash App link right here. It's pinned on the top of the chat. So if you want to do any quick advice, I will be able to see it in the email, and we will definitely serve you the best we can. She will pull an oracle card for you, and I will drop the numbers for you. That's how we're going to work it today if you want to be a part of this journey of healing, because the healing vibes is all about what we need to do in this round. We got to heal. And do remember, coming up, although what's the name of the person coming up on June the 5th with us? Just to remind people, what's the name of the person coming up?
Kerry-Ann Crawford.
Right. She didn't send me the flyer yet, but she will. No
it's
problem.
a him.
Yes. And then, of course, on the 12th, we got this beautiful sister coming in, the one, the only Dr. Sunyata Amen, dear friend of mine from out of Jamaica and out of the Geechee Gullah of the Southerners family, mother side and father side share different energy, but they're the same energy, to tell you the truth, And of course, this beautiful sister, Nairobi Vision is coming in from out of TO, getting back to the basics of our roots. Oh man, all silky now. You know what it is. Can't wait. So first, family, if you do want to want us to spread love through our talents and our gifts, she's smoking some weed over there. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm joking. She's saging on, what's that, Palo Santo or sage?
Palo Santo.
Palo Santo. She's doing a Palo Santo thing. Okay, nobody is circulating anything yet. It's all good. It's all good. We are patient. If you want to cam up, I can put that also in if I can also put that online on the in the chat if you want to cam up through the StreamYard cam. And but you got to have your camera on. Don't come on here if you don't have your camera on. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? It's your birthday if you come on here. It's your birthday. That means you are bold enough to come in and show your love. You're bold enough. And we just put that's in this is in the chat right now. So I put it in the chat. That is the StreamYard link in the chat. If you want to cam up, I will see you behind the scenes. People are still waiting. People are still not showing it. It's all right. It's all right. We here. We are patient. We are patient. So, Canada, when I was living in Canada, what's so interesting about Canada is that they didn't allow certain products from America to come in. They have their own, they have their own little trades that they do. Certain things they allow, certain like canola is from Canada. And
okay. Go on.
Canola is from Canada. So I noticed that about Canada, that they will definitely not we trade. I forgot what we traded for canola. No, they do trades on all the time. So people are starting to hit us up. Good. People are starting to hit us up. So yeah. So it's important that we and please now my thought just ran by me. You wanted to say something. Go ahead. Say something, please. Go ahead while I find out who these people are.
No, I'm looking for the things. I can't find it.
What you looking
for? I wanted to share. Oh no.
Okay. Lance gave $6.66, so that's good. 666.
Thank you.
I actually love that number. 666 is one of my favorites. Before
we jump there, so the company, back to what we were speaking about before about like these recalls. So Fiji is owned by this company called The Wonderful Company that bought it. Original owner was a Canadian man that created it. He sold it. And The Wonderful Company owns Palm Wonderful, Fiji Water, Wonderful Hollows, Wonderful Pistachio and Almonds, Wonderful Sweet Scallops, Justin Wines, Landmark Wines, JNSQ Wines, and Telflora. That's like a floral company. So these are all the companies that this is under this umbrella, and they've all had recalls.
Oh wow!
Right?
Wow. Ain't that a kick in somebody's big old head?
It's So be very mindful of what we are consuming, and this is the thing with us spiritual people. We, I feel like there's a slight attack in a sense. Especially with the immune tea, right? Because immunity has been the biggest thing over the last few years, getting our immune system in balance. But we cannot keep looking outside of ourselves. We have to learn how to cultivate these things on our own and do it ourselves. Like all of these things that we're seeing happening in the world that are seemingly that get our attention, that could actually harm us if we are in the wrong vibration, out of alignment. It's trying to get us back into the awareness that we are the ones that are in control. We are the gods that we are looking for. We are the only ones that can help ourselves, our internal organs, stay in right alignment. And taking our power back by learning how to grow your own, or partnering with people, organizations that and trust, that are genuinely ethical. They're not trying to scale to become multi-billion-dollar conglomerates. Then I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but sometimes they lose their touch, their human side, An organization that I really, really love is doTERRA oils. All of the essential oils I use is from them, because they're clean and they're ethical, and they've grown massively, but they have remained really grassroots, and they've kept their core management team the same, and they're really about the ethicness of their product, and they test it themselves. They're just really hands-on, and I think that's the way we need to be. You can strive to help the entire planet with your wonderful products, but remember not to lose your humanity, not to get lost in the material growth, because it's easy to do when your money is rolling, and it can just really spiral out of your control. But putting the things in place to ensure that your original mission stays intact, so that you are staying in your ethics, if that makes sense.
I'm sure it does. It makes a lot of sense. Somebody, Lance shared $6.66. His question is, my question is, what do the frequencies of our address means with we are sleeping like babies in our new place? Well, depending on your address, I think you put the address up there earlier. I think I see the address up there earlier. Do you want to pull a card on that for yourself, my dear? Or I'm just gonna drop the numbers. You want to pull a card for me? His address is 626 6th Street. And that when you add that 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6 adds up to 20. And 20 can be a very calming energy because 20 is a water number. And what I would suggest even in that house that you put what's that? What is it? A water fountain? One of those water fountains like at the doorway so you can keep a flow of energy going.
Yes.
Also, that's also helpful. But 626 adds up to the number 14. It adds up to the number 14. So it says that whoever lives in those houses, they will be moving in and out. There, a lot of activities will be happening in that house, so to speak. A lot of activities will be happening in that house. So just because 626 adds up to 14, which is a 5, so there's going to be a lot of activities in that house where a lot of active and energetic work is going to be happening. Also, it's one of those good houses for people that like to travel and all that kind of stuff. So if you like to travel, or you like your freedom, and you want to do, like, if you want to amplify fearlessness in that house, whatever you do in that house, don't be afraid to do anything that you need to do in that house, and make sure that the air quality as well is good. Air and water. Make sure that the air and water quality is moving fast. You know what I'm saying? Air and water qualities, because when you add it all together, it add up to 20. But when you added just to 626, it added up to that 14, which is an air number on one aspect. But 14 is a number of circulation and also foundation. So paying attention to circulation means paying attention to the electrical grid in the house. Foundation, paying attention to the ground of the house and all that. And then the 5, pay attention to the air quality of the house. Go ahead. My dear. All right, he got it. Yeah, and you pull the card. What card is that? Let's put it up in the front. Boom.
So
for Lance.
Yeah. It's saying have faith.
Mm-hmm.
Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. So the water, and this is so apropos, she's in water.
Mm-hmm.
Be in flow. Really attune to the energy, like King Simon was saying, of the home. And are you moved in? Did you?
It's something like a new home, I think it is.
You moved in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
His family is sleeping like babies up in there.
Okay. So yeah, it's continue to clean. So in my mind, I'm hearing clean. Keep the space clean so that you can continue to reap the benefits of the space and continue to pull in more positive energies, more beneficial, more
His name is Lance too. It's a Lance. Mm.
Lance.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what you got?
Yeah. And then I pulled the second card.
Okay. Stacy gave us $11, so we can go to her after him. You want to put that? You pull the second card for him, the same person?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's the great service. Mm-hmm. So Mars energy, anger, conflict, stay in love. So keep your energy in right alignment. So always cleanse. Be very vigilant about cleansing your energy, because with that 6, as King Simon was saying, the flow, you don't want stuck, stagnant energy in your home.
Right. I think that's very important. So yeah, so you got that, my brother. Lance, thank you for supporting the channel. Stacy, you gave $11, I guess, and you did not share any birthday or something like that. You want what Stacy has to ask you?
She put her birthday in the.
Yeah, I see a birthday, but yeah, what do you have for Stacy, just in case, with your card? Yeah, that's easy for me to do. That's fast.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead. What do you have for Stacy? Go ahead. Uh-oh. She's shuffling like you gambling, girl.
Tranquility. So make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude. Indulging is in much needed self-care. So enough of this giving of yourself out. It's time for you to really turn the energy on yourself and start to create some really balanced time and space to take care of yourself. You are valuable. You don't need external validations to remind you that you have value and you are valuable. And I feel that you're a person that continuously give to others in the attempt of having them do for you in the same way, but you can't rely on them. You have to do for yourself. And the second one.
Mm-hmm. She said, "You're spot on, young lady." She said, "Yes." Oh my God.
So the second card is Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So you have to give all of those things to yourself. All of that energy you have to give to yourself. You have to give yourself trust. You have to be loyal to yourself. So if you say to yourself, you know what, I need to put up some boundaries, you have to stick to it. It's very easy to get swayed by somebody else, really sweeping in and trying to convince you to dishonor yourself. But you cannot do that. You have to be very, very focused and intentional about what you are giving to yourself, especially in this time, in this space, in this energetic flux that we're in right now. All right?
Powerful. And Stacey, from my perspective, this year is a year of new beginnings, new goals, learning new things, new modalities. And because when you add the 2 plus the 9 plus the 19 plus the 2024, if you add it all across, it adds up to a number 10. So this is a good wheel of fortune. This is a new beginning cycle of me, myself, and I, because that number 1 energy is about me, myself, and I. And it's not about selfishness, it's about self-fullness of who you are moving forward. This is a good year for you since your birthday, planting new seeds. Very good year for you to planting new seeds. And a one cycle year usually initiates things. So make sure you put your ideals and ambitions to action. This is a good time for you while still maintaining and taking care of you. Because at the end of the day, if you don't take care of your backyard, you can't take care of nobody else's backyard. You just have to maintain a certain amount of confidence of what you want to do and how you want to do things in your life. And this is a good year to pay meticulous attention to new opportunities that might show up in this cycle that you're in. Right now, you're in an expansion cycle. It's about expanding your brand, expanding who you are, and fearlessly embracing and proclaiming what makes you unique. And she says that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm literally working on my logo right now. Yes, what makes you unique? Create and invent, because the number 1 year cycle is a year of creativity, productivity, circulating your energy. And because you're born on the ninth, 1 and 9 are supportive of what each other is. Just that the number 9, you have to finish what you start. Finish what you start. She's screaming. Don't scream, baby. It's all right. Just give yourself a big old hug and do what you do. Do what you do. You're born the same day as Country Wayne. Why do you think Country Wayne is making so much? No, Country Wayne is born December the 9th. It's Michael Coyer, the comedian. That's why he's making so much wave and is about to produce his own special. This is a new beginning cycle. Do you, and make sure you're releasing what you have to release. Excitement, yes, stay excitement, because your alignment number, that 2 plus that 9 equals 11. So all the ideas that come, you need to put them to work. And the 9 says, finish what you start. Always, and see it to the highest level, because 9 is an international humanitarian number. So whatever you put your mind to, think on the larger thing, larger momentum. And because you're in a 1-year cycle, this is the year to be creative, be assertive, be a paradigm shifter, and be willing to, again, be fearless in what you want to accomplish moving forward. I hope that served a greater purpose for you, my dear. Those were the only 2 that shared a Cash App. Anyone that, yes, she said, yes. Yeah.
I love your energy, Stacey. I can feel it through the screen. It's beautiful.
She's Aquarius like us, so that's good.
Yep.
She's doing what she do. And again, family, if you want to, please circulate $5.55 and up. Keep those energies, those 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 4, 4, 4. No, we only doing 5, 5, 5 up. I'm not going below 4 to 4, because I'm sharing it with my sister here. So she's going to drop 2 cards on you. I'm going to drop the numbers on you together. We got some time here. We're going to be here till probably 9:30, 10 o'clock. We cool. So once you drop that donation for us, we will and circulate that donation. We will help. We will help to the best of our abilities. You could either use PayPal or Cash App. It's right here. Do not use Super Chat. Do not use Super Chat. No Super Chat. Super Chat now work for us right now. Super Chat. And if you're looking if you're looking for a personal session, somebody said they're looking for a personal session. Here is Stacey's contact right now. I mean, not Stacey, Kerry-Ann's contact. I mean, Stacey. Kerry-Ann contact is right here. We're gonna put it right. Let me take you down off of the front here. If he's looking for a personal session, hold on. Let me take that down also. This is Kerry-Ann's information right here. 226-909-8363. That's 1-226-909-8363. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back of the room. That's 1-226-909-8363. And kerryanningram.com is the website that you can go to right now and sign up and log in and find out what she got to offer you through dropping either the oracle card or the tarot spread, whatever card she wants to pull out. She gonna go with her spirit, and she takes her time and really articulate it, because she has done it for me early in the first time we met just online. I had her do something and I dropped a donation on her, and she was spot on what she shared with me. So you got to learn how to use these energies. Use what we give you as our gift so you can help cultivate your gifts. That's all. That's all we want you to do.
Yeah.
We're 2 Aquarius, so we're in the Aquarian age. So we're going to ride this Aquarius like a donkey. I'm riding it all the way through. Yeah, so those who circulate the donation right now, the Cash App and PayPal is pinned on the top of the chat. If you want to just click right on it, it's going to send you straight to PayPal. It's going to send you straight to Cash App. We're going to look. Let me see who else. All right, I see somebody else donated.
And if they want to book before you jump to them, and if they want to book a private session with you, how can they do that?
Oh yeah, everybody know how to do that. I'm focusing on you, girl. Focus.
All
Everybody
right.
know,
Thank
everybody's on my channel. If you want to do that with me, there it is. You text me your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Let me say it again for the people in the back of the universe, 347-496-1022. Somebody's trying to call in, but you calling in, I hope you made a donation. You gotta make a donation if you call in, but let's see who's here. Yes, greetings.
Hi.
Yeah. Yes, hello, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How's your day going?
I'm wonderful. Who am I speaking with?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. What's up, Kimberly? Did you donate to the channel or you was just chilling? What's that?
No, I was just chilling, but hold on a moment. I can do that right now as we speak.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, because we doing either Cash App or PayPal. That's what we showing.
Let's see. I gotta make it good. Is this a live call? I have to make it good. You can't just have picked up like that and then I'm donate some nonsense. Hold on a moment. My Cash App is loading.
Okay, no problem. We hear. Kerry-Ann, you can hear her, Kelly?
Yeah, I can hear her clearly.
Yeah.
Hi, Kerry-Ann.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Are you guys splitting this so that way I know
Yes,
to ask?
yes, we are. We are splitting.
Yes, we are.
Right,
Okay, don't share. Don't share
Which-
the amount that I'm going to give you.
Okay, I won't share, but I'm just saying, but it would be nice to know.
It's nice for us to know, not for them to know.
All right. So I see already two people already. I guess you're going to be the third person. So I got Angel. We're coming to you, Angel. We're coming to you, Shakira. We're coming to both of y'all in a few seconds. Because we have somebody.
Is it Cash App only? Can I Venmo you?
It's no Venmo, PayPal and
No.
Cash App. PayPal and Cash App. There you have. Everybody wants it. Venmo, huh? I don't know about no Venmo. Venmo robbed me years ago, so I left Venmo.
Oh, Lord.
I left them alone. I left
I
Zelle
hear
alone.
you.
I left
We don't have
alone.
anything like that here. We only have PayPal.
Yes, y'all definitely only have PayPal. I know that for a fact.
Let me see what I can do.
Well, you want to hold on and wait?
Yes, that's good. Yeah.
Hold on, but then we're gonna go to this next people here. All right, we're gonna turn her down right now. Angel is the next person up. Angel will be the next person up. Then it'll be Shakira, and then we'll see if we can go back on that line. Angel Rumbert. All right, she gave us.
Hi, Angel.
All right, so what you got for her? And I guess I'll say right now, my dear, you are in your critical cleansing cycle. I'll start off, and while you're shuffling, you are in your critical cleansing cycle. So this is a good cycle before your birthday, Angel, to actually remove people, places, and things that no longer serves your purpose. Right now, this between now and your birthday, because remember, your birthday is your personal new year. And your personal new year need to be taken advantage of right before your turn. It's just like people like to do things before the new year, the January 1st. Well, treat this cycle right now, 52 days before your birthday, as your personal new year cleansing. You're cleansing for your personal new year, because what happened is you're going into a number 8-year cycle. You're coming out of the crossroads of your life, which you're coming out of a 7-year cycle, officially going into an 8-year cycle of money, power, influence on one hand, but you could also lose money, lose power, and lose influence if you didn't do the necessary research, if you didn't do the necessary study of what you want to accomplish, if you don't have the necessary discipline. Because sometimes 29s can deceive themselves as well as be deceived, or they can be second guessing their powers. And you as a Leo don't have to second guess your powers. You just have to operate in the glory of your powers, because the number 8 year that you're going into is the year of focus, money, goals, strength, manifesting your powers, and energy expended on a higher level. And you gave us 888 because you're in a 888 year, 8 year actually, because when you add that 7 plus that 29 plus the 2024, it adds up to 2060, and 2 plus 0 plus 6 plus 0 equals that number 8. So pay attention. Pay attention, Angel, on what you're doing. Go ahead, my darling. Drop it on her. Drop it like it's hot.
All right, so the first card that fell out is Weight of the World.
Weight of the
Boundaries,
world.
let it go. It's not yours to carry. So that's what it looks like. That's the first one. And then 2, these were stuck together. They came out for you, Angel. So break free. And it says, try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn, and watch your thoughts.
Makes sense.
So this Spirit wanted you to know this. It's impossible to only think about what you desire, or it's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. So you're carrying right now a lot. You've been going through a lot. Your thoughts, your mind is heavy. You have a lot of chaos. I'm doing this up here because that's what it feels like. Electrical, currents happening in your brain constantly in thoughts. And it's messing with your sleep. And you need to just let things go. You need to be in a state of acceptance and releasing. Put up some boundaries. Do not take anything that you can't. One of the most powerful statements that I learned from a yogi, and it was this: if you have a problem, ask yourself, can I do something about it? If the answer is yes, why worry? If the answer is no, still, why worry? So keep that in your mind. There's always a solution if the door, or if the path shows its way to that. And if there isn't a solution, shut the door. It's done. No need to worry and stress about it and cause chaos on yourself. Break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So do different to be different. That's the mantra that is coming at you right now. And then the last card, watch your thoughts. Your thought creates things. So really stay in a high vibratory state where your thoughts are constantly being intentional with your thoughts, so that whatever you are putting your energy towards, that is what you're pulling back to you intentionally. You don't want to be in this cycle that you're in right now, and then to willy-nilly, unconsciously pull in things that you don't want, that can keep you further in the stuck state. I hope that was helpful.
That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm happy that you even broke that down in your own beautiful way, my dear. Let's see here. We got a few people that just made a donation. Okay, we got
Our friend.
I think she, I don't. Let me see if she. I think. Let me see who is this. Yes. Greetings. Welcome back. Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. And what's your name?
Kimberly.
And what's your last name?
Brutus.
Okay. Hey. Are you from Haiti?
Yes, I spoke to you.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. I see the donation you sent, my dear. Okay. All right. But that, what's going on, my dear? What's the question you wanted to deal with, my dear?
Well, I don't have a question. I guess what's the universe trying to tell me that I'm not listening to?
Okay.
When's your birthday?
When is your birthday? Well, not for me. What she has to say to you, my dear? What do you have to have for her? Do you need her birthday?
What did she say? She asked the question.
Yeah. What's the question? What does the universe have for me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Does the universe have for Kimberly?
Okay.
So let me show you that before I pull the other one. The first card.
Hold on. What's the card? Let's throw it up in the front. Go ahead.
So it is explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. Ooh, these double cards. Love it. Jumping out. All right. So, and the two that just jumped out, the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gift. And then the last one, lifting the veil. Not pretty. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So you know that it's time to walk away from that thing. It's time to shut the door. Shut it. And you are already looking at the other possibility that is going to lead you into a more favorable experience.
Mhm.
The golden children, inner child. So tap in. If you're having doubts, tap into your inner self. Tap into your inner child and find out what it is that little Kimberly, what is it that she fears? What is it that is causing a blockage and causing her to be reluctant to move and try something new and move into this new direction. The unknown can be scary, but there are so much more benefits that can be gleaned when we trust in the universal powers and walk through the doors and into the unknown. Trust that you will be taken care of. Trust that you will be, there will be a cushion for you to fall. And then lifting the veil. Everything unaligned must go. It must go. You have to, again, it's, you know, it's a theme right here. You have to release and trust yourself. And whenever there's a block, go back, turn the lens around, look at yourself, sit down with your little self and ask, what is it that you're fearing about this? Why is it that you are feeling the way you're feeling about this situation? Why don't you want to move forward with me? Talk to me. And hear your little self, little Kimberly, hear her, and then tell her what exactly it is she needed to hear at the age that you are revisiting her at, so that she can understand that she's safe and it is safe to move forward and trust in the unseen goodness that is bound to be a blessing to you.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Kimberly, when is your birthday there?
April 7th, 1984.
19 what?
84.
84.
Okay, right. Oh, you born the same day as Billie Holiday, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Nice.
You know, but this particular year, you're in a number 1 year cycle yourself about new beginnings, new prospects, and everything that you do. This is a very good cycle for you. But just make sure you guard against being stubborn and resistance to change this year. You know, it's about focusing, but not focusing on focusing on planning for your future, but don't focus on people that wants to push you away or diminish your future. And because you're born on the 7th, you know, sometimes people born on that 4-7, they overthink a lot of things when you're supposed to just manifest a lot of things and stop holding yourself back. If you're holding yourself back, that's you holding yourself back. Nobody's holding yourself back. You're not locked up in a prison unless you consider your body and this earth a prison. You could hold yourself back that way also. But because you have that 4-7, that's the alignment number 11. And 11 is always about secrets being revealed and talents coming out to the forefront if you allow them to come out. You have to allow. If you don't allow and you don't recognize who you really are, just like Billie Holiday recognized who she was, and that's why she became who she became over time. And she can be known as an icon, people naming theaters after her up to this point, because 11, that's your alignment number, says trust in your spirit, that it will guide you at every step. You should already know this. You shouldn't be playing with this at all. That you should know this by now. You're old enough to know. And just the name Kimberly already, we already know that it's a diamond mine off of South Africa. So anything dealing with something precious, which could be your soul and your spirit, you have to protect at all costs and be very mindful of the energy drainers, the energy vampires, the people that come in to do secret things or things from your family. There's certain healing that has to be healed and certain things that you still are working on yourself. That's why you might even do this. You know, I do suggest, you know, me personally don't like to just say what I have to say online because it's nobody else's business. But I do suggest you do, you know, them serious, because You come from a country that you have to understand your pedigree, and you have to understand the spiritual nuances of it and use it, because before they demonized voodoo, it was something that was special to the people of Haiti, and you got to use it. I have family members named Brutus. One of my nephews one of my cousins just graduated as a doctor under the name Brutus. So I know it's very important that whatever you do, y'all do it in a high level of esteem. And because you're born under the frequency that you're born under, it has to be something that you can either seek fame or fortune for, or you can seek it for something that's going to develop your spiritual fame and your spiritual fortune, so you can carry on and move on to be at your highest and wisest level without second guessing, especially in a number 1 year cycle, which deals with planting new seeds, bringing forth original ideals, and putting those ideals to work within a certain amount of time, especially if you plan on leaving a legacy for your family or not. And because your confidence in this cycle needs to grow up and make room for you to open up to explore what you came here to do on this earth. All I can say to you, sister, is do not leave this planet without sharing your unique gifts.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your donation. And if you want to do a full session with her or myself, please, I'm going to post that flyer up on so you can take a snapshot of it right now. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Big love.
That was Kimberly. That was Kimberly in the building. And family, this is I see Shakira. I'm coming to you next, Shakira. We did Angel. I'm coming to Felena. I'm coming to Madeline, Madian Noble. We're coming to y'all in a few. We just did Kimberly here. And here's Kerry-Ann's flyer, just in case you want to take a snapshot to do a full spread, because that was just 2 spreads, 2 cards. That's all you draw. Here it is. Boom. And that is her number. That is her website. That is her. Take a snapshot of my dear Kerry-Ann Ingram. Remember, you could text her. Can they text you via regular phone, or they got to use Signal or WhatsApp?
They could use Signal or regular phone. Regular.
Or take Signal or regular phone, because you're in Toronto. So they can you could text that number right there for a reading, or what I say, consultation or advisory. And of course, that is her number, 226-909-8363. That's 1-226-909-8363. And of course, my Vybez is 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. We're coming to the next set of people right now. Shakira. She sent $22. Thank you very much, Shakira. But you didn't give me a birthday at all, Shakira. So what do you have for Shakira? And I'll just go probably into her name. I got no problem dealing with name. Names reveal the gift, talents, and skills, and the expression and the soul urge. You don't have to send me.
Drop your birthday, love. Drop your birthday. Huh? Shakira, drop your birthday.
Well, you need a birthday? I don't need a birthday. You need her birthday?
Oh, you're not doing the.
No, I could use her name. I could break down her name. Remember, that's easy for me. Yeah. You do what you do. I'll do what I do. She just gave us the 22. She gave us the 22. I could break down her name and what gifts her name has to offer, because they do offer a gift. And if we pay attention to the gift, talents, and skills of the birthday and the name, it can be very helpful. In the Chaldean perspective, her name adds up to a number 19, and 19 is the gift of the number 19 is creativity, productivity. The gift of the number 19 is also it's a masculine energy that deals with asserting yourself, but it's also a number of ambition, organizing, being a leader, being a pioneer, being self-confidence and focus in what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. Being original in your stance, just by the name Shakira, especially in the Chaldean system, that's where I'm finding the number 19. And remember, the compound number 19 in tarot is the number of the sun. So you're here to shine light onto things, shine light onto your talent, shine light and help other people to shine their light. And it's very important that you learn to do so, because 19 in numerology is considered a karmic number. So it's good for you to put out the good light of where you want to go and what you want to do, instead of allowing the bad light or the negative light to pull you back and pull you down. And 19, 23, and number 10 usually are the best combinations of numbers to have in a birthday, because it promises success if you use it. Now, according to older numerologists, matter of fact, let me go into my book real quick. It's a symbol of something. When you go into my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, it went straight to the number 19. The number 19 is the symbol of final accomplishment. It is a symbol that is highly favorable, but it's a number of being a paradigm shifter, an innovator, and one who has to exude self-confidence. If you're not exuding self-confidence, then you're second-guessing yourself. Then you're holding yourself back. The negative of that number 19 is when you are in denial, when you are helpless, when you are lazy, when you are a procrastinator, when you are stubborn. That is the negative of the number 19. And also selfishness and being domineering and arrogant is the negative of the number 19. So you got to always stay on the higher vibratory level of that number 19. And like I say in my book about that number 19, it is the prince and the princess of heaven. That's what it's called. It's a number of honor, happiness, and success and esteem. And it promises great achievement for the plans of the future, only if you're willing to start and finish what you go into. My dear, go ahead and do your thing. Hey, you know,
all right.
That's what I do.
So this card came out first, and then
let's throw it up in the front. All right, show it up again. Yeah.
These two were stuck together, and it seems to be a theme here. So the first card is Light in the Unexpected. Second card, The Edge of Evolution Feels Messy. Third card, Find Your Sacred Flow. So it's funny, when King Simon was sharing the message to you, I tapped into your energy and I felt anxiety. And then when he started to tell you how to be with this number 19, I felt your energy dissipate. So remember who you are. Constantly remember who you are. Light in the unexpected. Be the light for yourself. Constantly remind yourself who you are. If you need to write it on a piece of paper, if you need to set an alarm in your phone, if you need to write sticky notes all over your place so that you constantly, it's in your eyes, your vision, do that so that you re-encode this belief system about yourself. And then secondly, the edge of evolution feels messy. Whatever you're going through right now, don't allow it to consume you. It is a messy period. It feels wonky, chaos, turbulence, changing of the guards. It is a good thing. It is a good thing. Become flow. You know, we spoke about water earlier, and, you know, the energy that we're in, it's water, it's flow, it's movement, it's not holding on to stagnant energy, not holding on to stagnant situations. Flow with what is happening. And then the third card, find your sacred flow. Find your sacred flow. So find your sacred flow, you know, whatever it is, stick to it and roll with it. Be in right alignment with what feels good to your heart, to your soul. Okay. All right.
And, you know, one more thing, you know, and in the Pythagorean system, her name adds up to a 27, and 27 is the number of creativity and productivity. But It's intuitive creativity and intuitive productivity that will reap the harvest in a physical way and in a spiritual way, because the 27 is a scepter. And scepter is one of those mystical staffs that's been passed down from generation to generation, according to older studies of compound numbers. In my book, I talk about the 27 very vividly, and I speak about 27 being the symbol of the scepter, and it being passed down from generation to generation. But it's a number of authority and power and being able to command certain things. That's why people, and that's the gift that you have. That's the gift that you came to share. Being able to take things and seek things for a higher understanding and a higher level, but also be very careful of playing the blame game or being moody and being deceptive. 27 is the number of productivity and creative abilities. And if you are consistent, and because 2 and 7 equals 9, you got to finish what you start. Think on a higher vibratory, international, and humanitarian level. So the gift of that name also in the Pythagorean system is to share with humans on this earth. And when you share with other humans, then it comes back to you in a reciprocal manner. Yes. So next person.
Wait. I'm sorry. My spirit said. The Hierophant.
Yes.
Pulls the knowledge down from the higher realms.
Yeah, that's what she needs to do. That's what that 27 is all about. That's the gift that she has to her name, to be able to pull it down from those spiritual realms and make it manifest.
Yeah. Awesome.
And, this sister here, Falana, you're next. Falana, she gave the 888. She's born January 19, 1955. Wow, you got the age on you ready. You got the age on you ready. Good. Well, in this particular year, if you add it all together, it adds up to 2044. What's interesting, a lot of people have been in their number 10 personal year and then number 1 personal year of new beginnings.
Yeah, interesting.
And because I see 20 and 44, when 44 comes up like that, and after I do the equation, 44 is always reminding you to trust the universe. Have trust in the universe. Because again, 19, like I said about Shakira, 19 is one of those numbers of what you start and what you finish, the Alpha and the Omega. And it is the number of the Prince and the Princess of Heaven. And you're here to shine light onto things. You're here to shine light just with that name, that number alone. And because you're born in 1955, what is happening now, when I look at your birthday and you take away that 1955, you're 69 years of age, but you've been in your wisdom cycle since your 50th, your 55th birthday. You've been in your wisdom cycle since your 55th birthday, and your wisdom cycle lasts for 28 years. So the wisdom cycle says you need to spread your wisdom, share your wisdom, be willing to give wisdom to the young in this day and time, and it's predicated on that year that you're born. 1955 plus 9 plus that 5, which is, it adds up to a number 20 at the end of the day. When you break it all down across, when you read it all across, adds up to a 20. In this cycle, this is about healing. This is about forgiving. This is about companionship, whether it's in business or intimate wise. Finding balance in this cycle of your wisdom cycle and being willing to write what you have to offer and put it down on paper or turn it into book form, whatever you want, because the number 19 is a writer's number. You're born January 1st, which is a writer's number. You're born in the month of January, which is a writer's number. You're born in the 1955, which is a writer's number, but it comes from writing from the heart and writing from your intuition and writing from your soul. And most of the greatest scholars, especially Black scholars, are born under the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is the make it happen sign. Dr. John Henry Clark is born under Capricorn. Dr. Ben is born under Capricorn. Professor Jeffries, who's born the same day as you're born under Capricorn. Some of the greatest orators, like Martin Luther King, was born under Capricorn. People like Michelle Obama was born under Capricorn. Steve Harvey is born under Capricorn. Muhammad Ali born under Capricorn. It's a make it happen because it's connected to the number 8, and 8 is a make it happen number. But it brings karma. If you don't put out the right karma, you can get the wrong karma coming back. So forgive and let go of all that bull crap that happened in your past from your mommy or your daddy's side, because your alignment numbers are 20, and sometimes you need to forgive and let go. You'll never forget, but forgive, let go, and grow, like Les Brown would say. Go ahead, my dear. Please give her a card.
So the first card that I pulled, can you see it?
Let me put it in the front here. I'm going to put it in the front. Yes. Go ahead. Wow, that's a great what? Severin. Great Severin.
And it says Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. And the second card is
Put it up. Let me
watch
see.
your thoughts.
Watch your thoughts.
It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear.
That's interesting.
It all goes. I love when we do this together, because it all goes together. Like the spirits are working in tandem to give you exactly what it is that you need to hear. So you're holding on to anger. You got to let it go. You have to fall into love. You have to allow your heart to soften. Literally what the card says, soften your heart. And I know that's not easy to do. I know that's not easy. People hurt us all the time, but think of it as they are helping you on your spiritual journey to unlock parts of yourself that need to be unlocked for you to become your greater version. Right? It's a beautiful thing. It's not a hindrance. It's not a bad thing. It is actually aiding you to become your best self. And then pay attention to the thoughts that you're thinking constantly, because thoughts become things. We create whatever we're thinking. This is a mental world. So be very intentional about what you're thinking. And when you tune into what you're thinking daily, hourly, don't be upset at yourself when you catch yourself in a negative thought. Be happy. Be like, yay, good girl. Like, yes, Felicia, you got it. Thank you for being so in tuned to allow me to catch that thought before I fully got lost in the thought and allow that thought to manifest. Now I could change it into something better, more beneficial to my growth and to my highest well-being.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That was wonderful. And last but not least, after her, I hope she got the benefit of that. We got Maydeen Noble sent $9.99. Maydeen, you didn't put your
Oh, she says, I hear you. Awesome.
I hear you. I wonder who that is. I wonder if that's the same person. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Oh no! And somebody said much gratitude, love to both of you. I was writing to you on Instagram Live. Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, let me look on my Instagram Live. What we talking about? Who's writing?
Oh shoot! I set up Instagram Live too. I totally forgot.
And you're not even looking at it, right?
I'm not. I'm so sorry, you guys.
In the mirror, this is rising. I talk to myself in the mirror, stating "You are" affirmation. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I taught on "You are" the affirmation. This is Shakira. Okay, Shakira Fox. I hope you got the benefits, because we spoke about you a few days. I did your name, and she just dropped the card for you. Right now, we're up to this beautiful lady right now. This is for This is Falana.
Yes.
Okay, we are great, Falana. Thank you very much, Falana. I hope it serves the greater purpose. I hope you listen back to this. What I'm going to do is probably make mine privatized, and y'all go to Kerry-Ann Ingram and make sure y'all support Kerry-Ann on her YouTube channel, please.
Yes,
I'm gonna privatize this one. Y'all can all watch it on there over. I'm gonna make this one private, but y'all can go all the way to her website and watch this over, because her thing is gonna be on. So I wanna build. We're trying to build her numbers. We want her to reach that 1,000
people to get 1,000, y'all.
How many people?
50.
What? Didn't we start? When we started, you was at 700 or something? Where you was at? You was
Five something.
5 something. Yeah. So
Yeah.
good. So I'm glad, man. Let's do that again. This is the last but not least. We did a good job. Boom. She didn't give us a birthday. I don't see a birthday, but I can deal with her name, and you can deal with the card. What you want to do? You got it? You look at your face. You're so funny. I'm gonna go to the board. I'm the board man. When it comes to this board, it's over with this. I love the board because I'm not bored with the board. 4 4 1 1 5 5 4 4 5 5 1 1 5. Whoa! What I like about this is that in both systems of numerology, the Pythagorean and the Chaldean,
yeah,
it is consistent. 1 4 5 4 5 1 5, and in the Chaldean, 4 1 4 1 5 4 5 1 5. It's consistent of both, so I can just add up one of them, and I would still get the same energy and the same meaning, and that is usually a interesting sign of that person needing to stay consistent in their life. And when you add that, let me see, 5 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5, that equals, in both of them is 25. This person, the gift of the 25 is being able to observe and listen more than you talk. You're able to listen and read people. You're able to read just with the name. This is the gift, because the name reveals the gift, the talents, and the skills. Yes, sometimes because of the M, you overthink. You got to be very careful of overthinking and thinking so much that you forget that you have to do. You got to stop overthinking. And because it adds up to the 7, 7 is also a mental number of overthinking instead of manifesting, because people born with the 7 or connected to the 7 through their name, they're not supposed to chase things. They're supposed to attract it to you. That's the gift of that name. That is the gift of the name, is being able to attract. And because in my book, I talk about the 25 in a very interesting way, because 25 is the symbol of strength, experience, and observation, and strife and trial. So in order for you to wield that number 25, you have to come with strength, be strong enough to deal with whatever comes to you. You have to deal with experience, be experienced enough, because 7 is a research number that you got to study in order for you to gain experience, and observing. Make sure you observe and learn how to read the room. If you was a comedian, I would tell you, learn how to read that room. And it's also the number of endurance. And because it deals with strife and trial strife and trials, it's like saying that don't kill you makes you stronger. Sure. That don't kill you makes you stronger. Somebody said they just followed you on YouTube. And remember, the number 25 is also that number of knowledge, wisdom, understanding of self. And it's one of those numbers that says that, remember, the race is not for the swift, but he or she that's able to endure. The marathon run, just like Nipsey Hussle was talking about, that marathon. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, my darlings. Please share your gifts. Share your gifts. You are my starship. Come take me up tonight. And don't be late.
All right.
Don't.
I priestess.
Go ahead. Oh, wait. Whoa,
listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting.
High priestess. There it is.
And it's a 2 energy.
Okay. 7 and 2 actually are celebrated together. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
Double mission. Light worker, star seed, serve the world by being you. So the work that you're here to do is vital. Tap into the universal powers that you have available to you to access this. Listen to your intuition, trust your intuition, tap into your intuition, and access all of the knowledge that is sitting for you, for your available use in the ethers. I believe it feels like you're in the field of giving back, helping in some way. So continue to do that. So I'm just trying to tap into your energy. Continue to do that. Continue to trust. Be completely satisfied in where you are currently. Where you are is where you're supposed to be. There are no mistakes. And again, go back to your intuition. Your intuition knows you have all the answers. You know what it is that you're supposed to do. You're on the right path though. So the doubt that's, creeping in, don't let it. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is telling you you're on the right path, but fear is trying to sway you into your old unhealthy patterns. Don't let it. You got this. The universe has your back. I'm complete.
Wonderful. What's so funny? She instead of she said she tried to hit me up. She tried to hit me up on the DM behind the scenes with her birthday too. So that's what that. And she's born January 18th. Interesting, because 18. And I tell people about in my book. This is very important because one thing I point out in my book is the symbolism of these numbers. And because Madeline, I just seen your thing in the background here of my Instagram. I'm gonna break down something about the number 18 because 18 is the spirit, is the symbol of the material side striving to destroy the spiritual side of nature, and especially in older study. But it's also the number of exploration of the secret realms because it's a moon number in tarot, and you have to be able to. It would be good for you to do moon meditations so you can tap in because that number 18 is called the moon card. It depicts deception on one side, on the negative, and unforeseen perils if you don't learn to tap in and tune into your intuition or your gut feelings. You have to stay on that level and see it all the way through because the 1 and the 8, from my perspective, can be very challenging to each other. That's why sometimes I call the number 18 a karmic number. And 1 being the creative aspect and 8 being also a creative aspect, but the creative aspect of attracting finances to them or losing finance because of the lack of discipline and the lack of not finishing what you start. I'm talking to Madeline here, Nadine Noble. So it's important that you pay close attention on what you manifest because the number 18 person can be generous, caring, highly accomplished artist or thinker who can manifest their goals. But on the negative of that, you got to be very careful of getting into arguments and bitter disputes with family members or with police officers, and be careful of treachery and deception from other people. So always be very alert on who you're dealing with and what you're dealing with. Be alert from the energy vampires and people that try to use you in any way. Because again, 18 keep on saying on the negative, be careful of deception. Not paranoid, just be very mindful and pay attention to your spirit and let your spirit be your guide. On that note, that was actually the last one, my dear. We did a good job. It's 9:34. It's 9:34.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was fun, you guys. Did you enjoy this?
I hope everybody enjoyed what we shared with them. It was fun. We'll come back again when we don't have any guests to do anything. We will do this again. I know. My beautiful Kerry-Ann, her energy be being pulled. So you got to just relax. Let Kerry-Ann relax. And we go, and she doing her thing. But please take a snapshot of our beautiful Kerry-Ann's energy card right here, flyer, and go and get a nice full session with her. Believe me. Look at it. She said, buy one and get one for 40% off. What does that mean? Please explain that.
Just tell me that you got it from the Healing Vibes show, and I will give you that discount. So you buy one session, and your second one, you get 40% off your second.
Beautiful. Exactly. Yeah. So you heard what she said, and please do text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Any last statements, my dear Kerry-Ann?
Yes, you guys, do not forget that you hold the power within yourself. You are magnificent, divine beings. You know, this world can be very distracting and very intentional about their distractions, but you have to be even more intentional about how you focus in on yourself and how you call in your God self to become your greatest version on this earth plane.
That's right. And I quote what she says. Ditto. And let me shout out all the people that did contribute. Let's shout out Lance, Lance, Stacy, Angel, Shakira, Falana, Madeline, Madine Noble, and Kimberly Brutus. Kimberly did thank you very much for that with you, and she's the one that called in. Yeah. And I want you to stay behind the scenes. We're going to talk after this, and let me close out and everything. But family, thank y'all very much for supporting the journey of the Healing Vibe.
I'm sorry. And thank you so much. I saw there was a few people who told us that they subscribed to my YouTube channel. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
And let me put her YouTube channel back up, because I'm going to turn this off on my channel. And if you want to watch it over, or you want to share what we did with friends and family, just share her channel so people can watch. I just want to build. You got 50 more people to reach, just to reach about, now it's like 48 people or down. Yeah, so please, this is her YouTube. This is her PayPal, direct PayPal. If you want to spread love the New York way or Brooklyn way or the American way under Canada. We here. We doing what we got to do to keep it moving. And my dear, I'm going to talk to you backstage after you finish. And everything y'all shared, I'm going to share it with her. It's a beautiful thing. And that's what
blessings, you guys. See you next week.
See y'all next week. That's right. All right. Let me hold on 1 second. All right. Let me just close out everything. Thank you very much. And yeah, I can close out right now. Thank you very much, my dear. And I'll see you in a few seconds. Okay? A few minutes. Right. A minute at least.
Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.